Hello fellow Cravers, GD here to bring you this week's episode of The Update, keeping you updated with the top 3 gaming news stories, the top 5 games, new releases and game events coming this week. Also, if you want to skip to a certain section of the video, just click on the labelled section to the right. Now it's time for the top 3 news stories of the week, starting with number 3. Actress Lindsay Lohan has reportedly made good on threats to sue the developer of Grand Theft Auto 5 over claims that her likeness was used in the game. The Associated Press reports that Lohan's legal team filed a lawsuit in a Manhattan court that alleges Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games based the character Lacey Jonas on the actress who was starred in Herbie Fully Loaded and The Canyons. The developer incorporated her image, likeness, clothing, outfits, Lohan's clothing line products, assembled in the form of hats, hairstyles, sunglasses, and the jeans shorts worn by Lohan without her permission, according to the complaint. The suit also alleges that the in-game hotel, Gentry Manor, based on West Hollywood Hotel Chateau Marmont, is associated with Lohan, as she formerly resides there. In Grand Theft Auto 5, players can encounter Lacey Jonas in a mission in which they must escort her to escape the paparazzi. Her in-game dialogue portrays her as a famous Vinewood actress with an eating disorder. GTA 5 was released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 on September the 17th last year, and the game will come to the PlayStation 4, Windows PC and Xbox One later this year. Game designer Cliff Bleszinski's new studio is called Boss Key Productions, which is founded with former EA producer and Guerrilla Games co-founder Arjun Brucey, according to various documents obtained by Polygon. In late April, Bleszinski filed a report for his new business with the North Carolina Department of the Secretary of State. The documentation lists Bleszinski as the registered agent of a company located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Boss Key's certificate of authority, and in addition to naming Bleszinski as its CEO, names Brucey as its COO and only other current officer. Brucey, prior to founding Killzone developer Guerrilla and serving as a production director there for 9 years, assisted Bleszinski on co-developing the Jazz Jackrabbit series. Brucey's LinkedIn states that he's currently in position as the executive producer at Visceral Games, where he says he's working on Battlefield Hardline. A document filed with the United States Patent and Trademark Office on May the 30th lists Boss Key's goods and services, suggesting the studio will produce online titles. The description references downloadable multiplayer interactive computer game programs, computer and video game software, downloadable computer and video game software, downloadable electronic games via the internet and wireless devices, downloadable computer application software in the field of games, and interactive computer and video game programs. The website for Boss Keys launched earlier this week, less than a week after Bleszinski announced he was coming out of retirement, with links to Bleszinski's own Twitter profile. On the Boss Key official Twitter page, the header image also mentions a Project Blue Streak. A Blue Streak Twitter account was also linked to the Boss Key website. These links have been since removed from the website. Bleszinski spent 2 decades at Epic Games working on Jazz Jackrabbit, Unreal and Gears of War franchise before leaving the company and retiring from game design in October 2012. In January of last year, Bleszinski stated that he would like to return to a AAA game development but was uninterested in starting his own large-scale studio. In August 2013, he shared a screenshot via his Twitter claiming it was a quick sneak peek at a project he was working on at the time. That December, he said he wanted to make a first-person arena shooter for PC. Earlier this year, Bleszinski reiterated his desire to make a PC game because he wanted to bring developers and players together, believing that is where the community is. He also said that he would not be working with Black Tusk on a new in-development Gears of War game. Blazinski is stated to reveal his new game, possibly his Project Blue Streak, on July the 8th, according to the countdown timer he launched for the announcement. When reached for comment, Blazinski alluded with his new endeavour as a lean, agile, fun startup. I do not comment on rumours and speculation on the birthday of the nation that could allow a game designer to have a fantastic 20-year run at his first studio and then take nearly 2 years off only to seek out funding and start his new lean, agile, fun startup in Raleigh, North Carolina, Blazinski told Polygon. After responding to Polygon, Blazinski also retweeted a tweet from the official Boss Key account, which simply reads, "Soon." International Esports Federation is reversing its policy on gender division within esports tournaments, the organisation announced on its official website, adding it will retain all women divisions. The Federation has listened to the gaming community and has carefully considered their opinions. Upon hearing these concerns, the Federation convoked an emergency session of the board to respond. The notice reads, "As a result, the Federation shall have 2 event categories, open for all events and events that were reserved for women. The events which are initially set aside as the male division will now be open to all genders, and the events that were initially set as the female division will remain as they were." It was reported this week that only male competitive Hearthstone players could participate in the upcoming esports tournament held by the Finnish Assembly. The tournament is a qualifier for the IESF World Championship tournament slated to take place in Baku, Azerbaijan from November the 12th to the 17th. Marcus Oladin Koskrivita, head admin of the Assembly Summer 2014 Hearthstone IESF qualifier, later confirmed the stance, stating that the segregation was in accordance with the IESF tournament regulations and was to avoid possible conflicts. For example, a female player eliminating a male player during the round of 8, among other things. According to the statement later issued by the IESF, the decision for gender segregation was part of its drive to promote esports as a legitimate sport with international sports authorities. This decision, the statement adds, serves 2 main goals of the IESF. One was to comply with the international sports regulations as part of its effort to get esports recognised as a true sport, while the other was to promote female players in the male-dominated esports competition. As pointed out in the latest policy reversal, the organisation will retain all women tournaments based on that latter point. The IESF board addressed its reasons for maintaining events for women, citing the importance of providing female gamers with ample opportunities to compete in esports, currently a male-dominated industry. The notice reads, "For female gamers makes up half of the world's gaming population, while only a small percentage of esports competitors are women. The IESF's female-only competition aimed to bring more diversity to competitive play by improving the representation of women at these events. Without efforts to improve representation, esports can't achieve true gender equality." Blizzard has been in contact with the organisation about the segregation imposed upon tournaments of its card game Hearthstone and understood that it's updated the rules to make it clear that the Hearthstone tournament will be open to all players. "One of our goals with esports is to ensure that there is a vibrant and also inclusive community around our games," Blizzard said in a statement provided to Polygon. "We do not allow to use of our games in tournaments that do not support this, and are working with our partners to ensure they share the same goal." In addition to the Hearthstone tournament changes, all previously female-only competition of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 has been made open for all. The updated plan for the upcoming Esports World Championship Baku 2014, according to the official IESF website, follows. Open for all, you've got Dota 2, with participating teams that may consist of 5 male players, 5 female players, or mixed teams. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, players of all genders can participate in the event. Ultra Street Fighter 4, players of all genders can participate in the event. Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft, same again, all genders can participate in the event, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2, same again, all genders can participate in the event. Though there will also be a female event of StarCraft 2 Hearts of the Swarm. Also, there will be a Tekken Tag Tournament 2 event for females only as well during the tournament. Now it's time for the UK Top 5 Games of the Week.
What have you been up to, Blazkowicz?
Shooting, stabbing, strangling Nazis.
A spazio verticale, Balotelli, che gol, splendida rete.
So that's it for the top 5 this week. If you want to see if the game is in the top 20, just click on the link in the details below. Now it's time for the new releases of the week, with one this week being Wii Sports Club on the Wii U, out Friday the 11th of July. For the game nights this week, unfortunately nothing's been put in the calendar yet, but tune into the forums to make sure of any updates happening this week. So that's it for this week. Tune in next week to get updated on gaming news, the UK top 5 new releases and upcoming game nights for the week on The Update.